So we're going to go ahead and select this first artboard and just Command 0, and that just brings us in to fit that one artboard into our entire screen. And now I just want to bring up a note that I made on my Mac here with our project colors, because we're going to make our first shape now. And our first shape is going to be a pentagon, and the main color is going to be blue. So what we're going to do is switch our fill to a stroke here. And then I'm going to bring that note back up here as well. And the blue color that we're using is this bright light blue. I'm going to copy this hex code, Command C. And then I'm going to click on the stroke, double click on it, and paste this into the color picker. So Command V, and then OK. All right, cool. Now we're going to bring up our guide. So Command semicolon. And like I said, the first shape that we're going to make is the pentagon. So I'm going to click on this shape panel over here and go to the polygon tool. Now, if I start from the center, as Smart Guides is telling us right now, and I click and drag out, you'll see that I have a hexagon. So to get it to be a pentagon, all you do is hit the down arrow on your keyboard, hold Shift to keep it constrained and straight, and then I'm going to drag until it hits the top point of the guide right there, and then I'll just let go. Now we need to size this out a little bit, so I'm going to jump back to the arrow tool, which is V, and I'm just going to click and drag while holding Shift and Alt so it stays centered, and wait for the bottom to hit the bottom guideline there, and then let go. And then I'm just going to close this color panel out over here. Actually, I'm going to dock it over here, otherwise it'll keep popping up when we choose our colors. So we'll just leave it right there and close out these other panels. All right, so now I'm going to click down on the edge here, Shift until it pops into place. Mine locked into place with that guideline. And then I'm going to let go. All right, so the shape is the exact size that we need it. And I'm just going to bump up this stroke here a little bit to maybe 4 or 5 points. And now with the pentagon selected still, we're going to go to our Align panel again, Horizontal Align Center. And then our first shape is made. All right, so we're going to Command minus to zoom out here, and then move over to our next artboard. Just select the artboard, Command 0 to fit all in window. And then the next color for our pentagon is going to be this bright orange color. Copy this color, go back to the color picker, double click on the stroke, and then paste that code in there. Now for the decagon shape, we're going to go back to the same tool, go to the center of our document, click and drag out, and then press the arrow key to get it to bump up. Then we'll hold Shift to constrain it, and then wait till it aligns with our guidelines here, and then let go. I just want to go to the arrow tool here, V on the keyboard, to drag this up and make sure that it's locked into place with our guidelines. So just holding Shift and dragging out on the corners. Yeah, it pops into place, good. All right, so now that that is set, we're going to horizontal align center this one. And it just moved a slight bit. All right, let's move over to our last and final artboard here. And our last shape is going to be a triangle. And the main color that we're using for that is a bright green color. So I'm going to copy this hex code. And then we're going to go back to the polygon tool and go to the center of our last artboard. Click and drag out. And then you see it still has that decagon that we made. So we're going to hit the down arrow until we get the triangle. Hold Shift to keep it straight. Wait for it to hit the top guideline here. Let go. Go back to the arrow tool. Click and drag on the bottom corner. Shift to keep it straight. And wait for it to pop into the bottom guideline there. Horizontal align center. Good. All right, so we're going to zoom out and just take a look at our shapes. All right, so now that we have our basic shapes created, we're going to go ahead and move on to applying the distort and transform effect.